Good evening. Shout out to Bromans. It's nice to be back. I'm a bit scared that continue game is greyed out. I'm fairly sure I saved last time. I think it's just because I haven't got a game currently loaded. Let's get that out of the way. Get my fear done. Whether I have to fucking rehash my steps from last week. Train, good name. Okay. I've got to save. Everything is fine. So, a couple of disclaimers about my likely performance tonight. One is the obvious, which is it's 2 weeks since I've played this, and even when it's only been 1 week, I'm normally quite shit, and I've done no revision, and I can't really remember what's going on or anything I need to know. The second thing, less predictable, is that I've spent quite a lot of time in the last couple of days trying to get the train target time for the cheat in GoldenEye, which might have affected my opinions and behaviour around trains in video games. Fortunately, I did succeed earlier this evening, thanks very much, so I'm not angry at trains, but just I spent a lot of time trying. So, with that out of the way, let's let Nancy remind me what I'm doing. That's not really in order, is it? Find Laurie. That's the one who vanished. We were all chatting on the train in that main thing that reminded me of Money Plane. Talk to Tino.
I'm done with that.
Hey, there's a good start. So, Jelly Rovers, this is the kind of thing that's going to come up, right? I don't have a laser watch in this game. I'm now going to hope to find one and be trying to use it on the floor. But probably not going to happen, is it? I'd say if I did find a laser watch in this game, using it on everything would be an ordinary response, even without having played the train level in GoldenEye quite a lot. Head towards the front of the train and try and shoot Oromov and Xenia at the same time. No sheriff's badge yet, Giselle. We're working on it.
Haven't done that yet.
Okay, I'm finding out that. I'd like that she's underlined that. Yep, 4-digit code. I remember saying that with no real clue what it is. Oh, yep. So there's the piano, which I'm not allowed to play because the ambient DJ Ghost Hunter gets mad if I try. That, I don't really remember those bolts, but sure. I think I remember that. I remember seeing the AG and not quite working out what I meant to do with it. I had not heard the news about Lilt being discontinued. I am fine with it. Like, presumably most other people. I've not drunk Lilt in ages. And I don't think I have enough affection to it. Like, I hadn't shopped in Woolworths in ages. I still got a bit sad. Although, admittedly, that was also a long time ago when I was a lot younger and more used to things from the past closing. I think I'm a bit more relaxed about things that no one uses anymore going away. I'm sorry for your loss, though, if it bothers you. And a scale. Yes, I remember seeing that.
Can't check that off yet.
Okay. Oh, how to identify gemstones, and I think I've seen a few gemstones. I don't think I was allowed to pick them up. So what I've got from that checklist, I didn't really take much in. I just read it out and hoped that you took it in, and then I chatted about Lilt for a bit. Oh, yes, it's heavily implied there's going to be more of them. Lead is the key, which we worked out is probably another periodic table reference. Yep. Okay, oh, and this we couldn't get through, but
it's locked.
It's presumably tied to that puzzle with the weights and stuff. Okay, so I guess I just about got to the point where I was stuck and couldn't go any further down the train. Yeah, this definite good guy cop, I remember him. This surprisingly not usable item. It's like an H stamp. Yeah, this looks gemstone related, maybe. There are game over thingies, journey overs. I did manage to get one. I can't remember what it is. So there isn't, as far as I know, like a demerits counter one that you can gradually build up to. But yeah, you've got your standard ways of just suddenly croaking. Oh, what was it? I saw I did one last time, didn't I? Ah, thanks, Bronmans. Yes, I pulled the stop the train lever and stopped the train. And got in trouble for disrespecting the train, I suppose. How to identify gemstones? Can't be asked reading that. Bit of the periodic table, which zooms in on this bit, telling me it's relevant. Which I believe has both AG and I think there's lead on this bit as well. Yeah. So yeah, obviously we've got the numbers feel relevant. But I couldn't quite tie it to this yet. The owl and the cherry on that locked door do mean something. Like definitely. There's a like a tapestry somewhere that seems to have them on a carriage, which kind of ties them to whatever that carriage is. And also they're amongst the symbols on here with this weights puzzle that I don't understand yet. So yes, they mean something, but I feel like I can't do anything with them yet. I could be wrong. It's I don't think anyone's keeping a tally of how many times I've been wrong about stuff in games. It sounds like an exhausting job. Oh yeah, Nancy's a brave badass. Forgot about that. Have you inspected this dude before? Oh, I can't really inspect him. Or her. Oh, but there's information there. Ruth Kensington, 1864. Did I try putting 1864 into that lock? It's almost too obvious, but...
Looks like I need a special tool.
Special tool. Oh yeah, so this is the tapestry thing. Owl cherry, it's there. But I don't really know what this tells us. And then they're out here as well. 710, which I guess that might tie to the weights. So yeah, maybe we need to put 7 on one side of the scale and 10 on the other, or it's just a difference of 3. But no, that's too easy because I've got a 3, and I would have tried putting that on something and it ain't unlocked shit. And that's not barely even a puzzle if the first weight you find does something. Right, what was that date? 1864. Ooh, I don't recognise this.
It's locked.
Looks like I can't do much with it yet. No. Interesting. Nothing there. Oh, hello.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Oh, a reminder on what the notes are on a piano, which I'm sure could have got one of my musician friends to do. But that's useful because it ties in. Well, it's not exactly useful, like I say, because of the musician friend thing, and it'll be easier for me to look it up elsewhere. But yeah, it's something. Excuse me, I just got a cough. So yeah, presumably that's... Do I still have the sheet music? It doesn't actually combine. Oh wait! So the sheet music isn't viewable. I just use it on the piano. So why would I need that?
Thomasina O'Neill.
That's some kind of ribbon? I was hoping it would be a keychain, but no, it's just a little tag. You're not as useful as I thought. Bit of table. 1864, right? Yep. Done that, did the horsey game. Nailed it. Had a big long chat with this fella. No, I thought I was seeing numbers there, but no. They're just squiggles. Oh! Nope, seen that. Lickety? What does that say? Sickly would make sense with the whole court of germs. So mean, probably for the rhyme. It made one of pretty green eyes, totally. Maybe that's not a rhyme. But yeah, some bow looking doll. I think I did see that one before. Oh, that's a good question, Marie. Has anyone cosplayed as Ghost Hunting DJ? He looks cosplayable. A gem so new. Thanks, Rizal.
The
Oh,
little book of samplers.
he's definitely a fucking DJ. He's got a book of samplers. Ooh, about this. I'm not going to read this out. It'll be tiring for all of us, but I'm going to skim it. And again, skim past the important bit, so you can call me back and tell me to stop and read the important bit, and that I'm a moron. So I guess the one we're looking at is a spot sampler, because that looks very similar to it, and also that randomly placed images feels right. Yeah. Oh, unless the outside is considered. Oh, common motifs amazing. Cherry is departed. Owl is wisdom. Wisdom departed. Man, I got a lot of things with those things on. I just don't really know what to do with it. Good sneer at the cross stitch into it. Love knowing what pissy internet people are cussing each other over. I'm not going to memorise the rest of that. No, fuck it. I'll take a photo now. Look at that. Although I remember the photo, I think Nancy's phone is actually quite good at this, but it's still a bit easier for me to have it on my second screen. Okay, no, her phone is quite shit. She can't stand slightly. Oh, what are you? 7. That's one of the numbers I cared about. Maybe in my 7 and 10 are relevant thing. Oh, I feel like I'm being much more observant than I was last week.
Teddy Eberhardt.
Yet another dial game. I don't think I do have internet on my phone, Bronmans. I think right at the start I've got a single email from my provider saying, fuck you, you're on a train. Let's just check that. But yeah, no email contact, which isn't the same as the internet. But no. That's just call someone or take a picture. Does not have internet. It would probably say, oh man, this is annoying to read. But I'm going to have to click through all of it now, aren't I? Just how to use stuff. Dub. Yeah, it looks like... I'm sure this is after Shadow Ranch, so not really sure why she's on a shitter phone. Apart from that she's on a train. Oh yeah, I remember there was that whole thing which made me think it would be a code rather than just a number from somewhere. That's why I didn't really feel like I could do this yet. It's clearly done nothing. Yeah, what is this actually a code though? It probably is. Did we spot this somewhere yet? I don't think we did. Certainly not as something that would tie it to numbers for us to like get all excited over. Look, that's literally the thing I was just looking at. Just stuff about dolls. Ooh. Oh yeah, there's dolls here, but they're just background colour. Did that. So that might be where I got the 3 weight. That's how I get in trouble. There's a gem there. Don't have the gem book with me. But I don't know why I did that with that information anyway, even if I did. And I'm pretty sure the other side of this is also a non-event. Yep. Whoa, careful now. So I think... So I've already had a chat with her. Nope, I can't inspect the bar. These fellas. Hardy's. This fancy light fitting. I don't think I can quite do anything with that yet. Ooh, nope, I'll look at the bookcase, not you morons. I'll come back, I'll get some hints off them once I've seen how... I can't remember how far the train goes up this way, or if I've explored it at all.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello,
Okay,
I'm one
cool.
of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that
This
Lori
surprise
Gerard
phone.
has disappeared.
So?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
But
Great
Lori
job.
may not even be on the train anymore.
Look, Miss Gerard may not be a rocket scientist or anything, but even she knows better than to jump off a moving train.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to run.
Okay, didn't really get much out of that, but I'm going to be able to check something off. That's just the same hotspot, isn't it?
Engineer,
hi.
is this Miss Gerard?
Let's try it!
Yeah, this is Lori.
Nice try.
Damn it! Right, I think... I'll have something to check off.
Finish that.
Yeah, I did. Oh. Nope, not you. Explore them.
A square and a duck. Now, where have I seen those
Oh.
before?
Oh, did she bother vocalising the owl and the cherry last week? She probably did, and I just missed it. So, for what it's worth, a square is nature, and a duck, a duck is marital fidelity. Natural marital fidelity for the boiler. But then it's not on a cross-stitch thing, so maybe it's not
It
important.
looks like this thing opens up. But how?
Oh, didn't I declare last week that this is the new sheriff's badge? The fact that I've got multiple of them, I think means it's not suited to the job of being the new sheriff's badge, so I'm going to back away from that until I've got a better thing to be my universal sheriff's badge. Do the notches signify anything? Oh, what they're there? Ooh, you're right, that is odd notches. Probably not, because she didn't mention anything, but I think you can't rule anything out. These games aren't that even with what they signpost and what they hint you. So, I presume that's what you meant, Katie. But good spot. I reckon no, but let's all remember together that they're there, in case they do.
Looks like some sort of steam valve.
Well, this looks like a way of getting a game over, doesn't it?
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh, I fixed it! Wait, let's see if I can do actual disaster.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Yep.
Oops. doesn't
I
look
don't know what I was
good.
expecting, but I feel like that wasn't really that amusing. But I mean, I've got to trigger as many of the death scenes as I can, right? That's just the wheel again, you reckon? Yeah. But there must be some way of connecting the rest of the pipes for it. Which pipes? Maybe some of those
This
grates I've
door
managed to
goes
open.
outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
Okay, she's not that brave and badass. She's kind of a massive pussy. Don't think I'm going to be able to look at that bookshelf. Let's talk to the fellas.
What have you got?
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
See you later.
You know where to find us.
Okay, I'm not getting hints off these guys.
Back already?
See you in a bit.
Sounds good.
What do I do when I can't find them? I guess I phone the people I've got available.
Hello?
Hi, Beth.
Hey, what's going on?
If I told you that I needed a hint, what would you
Yeah, that's
say?
more like it.
Say it's about time. I'd say fire away.
Oh, nice. This one feels one of the more available ones. Let's go with that
There's a
first.
panel in the sleeping car that I'd like to open, but it's got a 4-digit tumbler lock on it. How can I get it open?
Maybe those 4 digits on the lock have something to do with the 4 words that Jake said Camille had taken with her to her grave. But even after you figure out what they are, you're still going to have to translate them into numbers somehow. That sampler hanging in Camille's car translates images into numbers. So maybe what you need to find is something that translates words into images. Know what I'd do if I were you? I'd go to Camille's car and sample some reading material.
You guys are geniuses.
Tell that to my chemistry teacher.
I'll keep you posted. Bye.
So that was Camille's 4 last words, was it? And then I guess translate those words into images that are on the sampler and then into numbers. Although the numbers are 2 digits in a lot of places. And then, did anyone catch which carriage he said to look in? Sample some reading material, which is partly about the sample. Oh no, that's just telling me how I back translate them into numbers, isn't it? The actual last words is the bit I can't remember. Like, where is all the good shit I've been reading? I guess it's in like Camille's carriage, which is maybe this one? It's just the DJ.
Stop.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Take care.
So yeah, that's the book about samplers. We just know what the last words were, really. And she said it as if I have seen them and know them, right?
What shall I play?
Please don't.
Okay. Okay, so you don't also play it. That explains why I needed the other bit. But I could just leave that there. Probably don't need it. Yeah, most of these are too many digits. Oh, I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Or maybe it'll be in Nancy's notebook. Oh no, I thought I saw an interesting angle. It was just the cursor.
What's going on?
You've been a big help.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Da-da-da. Identifying gemstones. More stuff about the sampler. Numbers. Ghost Hunter DJ. That is the key, isn't last words. Oh, it's a brand new phone. That's shitter than my old one. Thanks, Dad. I feel like we did read some info about Camille, but I cannot fucking remember where. Well, let's try the checklist as well, actually. Scale in Jake's car. What's the scale? Was the tune from the horsey game, was that a scale? I don't think it was. It was an actual tune, wasn't it? Whoa! Oh shit, I've had some bad alt-tabbing times earlier with this. Let's hope we're okay and I haven't broken anything. Phew! Oh, that kind of scale. Man. That really messed up my dumb head. Yeah, obviously the weighing scale. So it didn't tell me exactly when I can play the piano. Like, presumably it was in an earlier conversation. Like, about him saying what he needs to do before he'll vacate. But I don't have any conversation with him now. Oh, this is frustrating. That hint was, I think, really good. Oh, was there a note under that sofa? There we go. Nope. That's not useful. But it's a reminder that there's bits of paper lying around that aren't usefully in my inventory. I'm going to see if past Neil took a photo on my phone 2 weeks ago. And how many photos I've taken between now and then. Is this going to be alright? Hassle. Not that. Nope, I took 2 photos of the ill doll with the new germs, and 1 of that thing I just found under the sofa. Oh, interesting idea, Bromans. Hadn't thought of that. Just maybe he doesn't kick off if you play the right note. I reckon probably not, but it's a good point. Oh, I've done that. Oh, all the pipes are connected. The train shouldn't explode. So I guess all the grates that I haven't managed to open yet also have pipes to connect. At which point I can get on with this. I've probably gone the wrong way, haven't I? Yes, I've definitely gone the wrong way. I'm going back the way I came again. But then there's not much left at the end of this carriage, is there? It's just the scale at the end. And also I want to be in Neil's carriage. Oh! Oh, so it's going to be in some kind of order. I've done it!
Square and that duck look very familiar.
7 and 10. Well now. Oh, so I keep adding weights to unlock the things as they go along. Very interesting. Well, I'm glad I fidgeted with that. Got all this kit. Are you a sheriff's badge?
Those look like steam pipes.
Okay, those aren't you connecting. Oh, is this the first auto-rotate we've seen on this one? It's a fun room, isn't it? Looks like loads of ways to get myself in trouble. Oh no, can't interact with most of these things. Pretty safe. You're fun. Ooh. Fuck is this? Quite intimidated by the amount of stuff here. Oh no, it's fine, I can't interact with it. No longer intimidated. Oh, I'm just waiting for all kinds of stuff. I wonder, problem is if I need to do something here and then fix all the pipes in the grates to get all the way through, is my current guess. But it might just be that I need to sort this shit out. I mean, the train is currently working, so it's not like I need to fix the train.
If those are candle holders, they are very strange.
Okay. Oh, that looks industrial. And dangerous. There's nothing interactable. And that looks like an arcade machine or a pinball table from here, but it's not. It's a thing I've already seen and interacted with as much as I can. And then, yeah, just coming back to those from that angle, I wanted to put remote mines on them and meet Trevelyan. That's not even train related.
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
Sheriff's badge. Let's flatten this shit, I'm bored of it. Oh, no. What are you?
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
What letters do we have available? Quite a lot of them. I'm not going to enter Trevelyan. I haven't been keeping a note of all the names I've seen or all the dolls. I'm just going to write a little note that there is an 8-letter code. And where it is, which I'm going to call the industry room. Because it looks a bit... Maybe I should call it industry zone. I'm going to call it industry zone. More crystal mazy in it. Oh, I see a puzzle. It looks like it's asking to be brute forced. Yep. I wonder if I'm supposed to do it this way. Wouldn't be that out of character for the game, would it? Oh, it's really stretching what my memory can do. Let's hope the next one's right, because... Yes, thank fuck for that. This is progress, isn't it?
Lori?
Oh my gosh! I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense, Nadine.
I thought it was going to take a lot
Nancy.
longer
Nancy
to
Drew.
find
Well,
this
as
person.
you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
Cool.
Was anyone else in on the trick?
Just the engineer, and all he did was keep his mouth shut. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh, right. Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except, I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
What about the other people you invited on this trip?
If you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's
Interesting.
where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
Oh! Transport options.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show. And I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train. And now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
I think everyone has heard of some dumb rich person promising that something can work and they'll get an engineer to do it without consulting with the engineers whether it's possible. I find this very credible. Well, at least the bit where she promises to do it. The bit where the train actually does it, less credible.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
So, she hasn't... Maybe I was doing a bad job of taking in all the available information. I feel like she didn't really explain why she kidnapped herself. Like... part of the plan? Was it to test whether someone's smart enough to solve puzzles? And also, yeah, didn't explain how I just stood on a thing near a bookshelf and that warped me 3 carriages down the train. But I mean, that's fine, right? She doesn't need to understand it, she just knows it works.
I'll come back later.
Keep me posted.
I'm gonna have some stuff to tick off here, aren't I? I'm guessing this is the end of the train, yeah. Right. Oh, she did confirm it was just for fun, I forgot. Okay, fair enough.
I'm done with that.
Anything else? Don't know about the numbers. Piano. Actually, maybe this will unlock loads of puzzles, just because, like the piano stuff, just because it's a passage of time game trigger. Okay, so I've kind of
I'm done
figured
with
that
that.
out, mostly.
Can't check that
I
off
mean,
yet.
kind of figured out that, but that's not the same. Have I figured that out?
Still have to do that. Haven't done that
I
yet.
forgot about the slugs. Ah,
Can't check
obviously
that
I
off.
haven't done that, but that's an exciting thing to do. Which item is it? The more recent one. No, wait, that one looks like a more familiar colour.
The 3rd of
Yes.
November, 1901, from somewhere in Colorado. Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about my mind before I, too, depart this earth, and its location is lost forever. I cannot tell you outright where it is, lest this epistle fall into the wrong hands, but with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. First, you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly, but to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you, words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her and heard her and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
So I've just done the prologue. This is our whole bit of game. Although it's nice having these instructions, exhausting though they are. But they're with me, I don't need to come back. I might take a photo and I can skim through them. And I think this is a thing that in Blackmore there was a similar thing that I was maybe meant to find a bunch earlier and I found right at the end. So yeah, I'm going to make a note of those cities because I feel like I'm going to, that smells of draw lines between them on a map to get something. I mean, I could just take a photo. I've got a notebook now, so I'm going to use my notebook, even though writing is really slow and I never do it. Virginia. Actually, it might not be on a map. It might be a sort of letters, anagrammy thing, or something else. Tombstone. So placing the stones. Maybe I'll be allowed to pick up the stones now. Someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I've stored his name accordingly. Do we get anything about like a nice dog or anything? Or usher? Give the dolls an order. Yeah, so I haven't thought too much about the dolls, but clearly there is a bunch of logic puzzle elements tying the dolls together. Fine. Because dancing shoes, fuck knows. She has 4 words for you, which I presume are suck it, if she was in DX. Translated into numbers and used in combination will help power my projector. Oh! So powering the... Because we've already been told from a hint that those 4 words will translate into opening that thing. So I guess... Cool, whatever. So we need to go to Copper Gorge. Actually go to a location that's not on the train. So I guess I'm going to talk to Laurie again and tell her to take the train to where it's already going. Although that suggests I need to do like some brass rubbing shit and I don't really have the items for it, but...
Yes?
Bye.
You go, girl.
Or do I use that phone to call the engineer? Oh, I've got her room
Looks
cloak
like
around
the
it.
dance floor, maybe?
Oh.
Darn, the name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is. Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
Why do I care who made them? Nice. I don't seem to actually do much with them. I would obviously very much like it to be a DDR puzzle, but... Wait, is this pretty forcible as well? Nah. Nah, it's just got some restrictions. I haven't quite understood on what shoes can go where. So why do we need to read the name on them? The name of their maker. Oh, that's probably going to be the 8 letters long thing. I mean, I've made a big guess there, haven't I? Who knows?
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon because we're almost out of paint. Probably because Bess has gotten more on me than she has on the walls. Anyway, send us a picture of the shoes via cell phone and we'll get right on it.
Ah, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
Oh, let's do some gossip.
I get the definite feeling Laurie Gerard has a thing for Tino Balducci.
I saw him on TV once. He is very cute.
Laurie thinks he's the world's greatest detective.
And you don't?
I think he thinks he is.
I think
Yeah,
the only reason he's
talking
famous
shit.
is because he looks good on camera. Well, I think you two are being way too hard on him. Just because he's good looking doesn't mean he can't also be smart. In fact, maybe Balducci tries to look incompetent on purpose. You know, to give the bad guys a false sense of security so it's easier to catch them. Ever think of that? No, Bess, I never did. Well, there you go.
Okay, I'm not going to ask
Catch
for more
you later.
hints, because I
Remember,
think...
when in doubt, call.
I feel like I don't immediately need one, and it kind of rushed past me a bit. So, stick to one thing at a time. Is that too close up? Oh, no. Let's not go to the feet that I can't work properly. Maybe that's actually what I need. Okay, I've now sent close up and a distance shot, so hopefully one of those photos will be good enough.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me. Got the name of those dancing shoes yet?
Still working on it.
Still working on it.
I better go.
We'll be
Ugh.
right here.
So I guess it's going to be timed behind some other puzzles or some shit. Right. Okay, that was fun. I can't believe the gramophone's not a thing. That's a real disappointment. Oh, that's a puzzly fucker, isn't it? Is this locked? No.
I can use this to open that
Nice.
crate I saw in Camille's car.
Great. Ooh. Is that anything? Nah. This can't be all there is to this box. It's so elaborate.
I wonder if this has something to do with that list of cities Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a word search, isn't it? Calico. Let's do the word search while I'm here. Tombstone is on. No. Maybe it's not a word search. Can I click anywhere? Okay, yeah, so... Or maybe it's sort of lines that make things like... Yeah. So something city. Central City. Wait. So close. Oh, diagonals maybe. Unless this is full of red herrings, like a proper dickhead of one, because that's Central City, isn't it? But no. It could have been any other city. The other ones that are called cities are Virginia City and Dodge City. I don't know which go there. Am I missing something? C on the far right line. Sorry, you've lost me in the Romans. This one. That's too far away though. Oh! Diagonals are acceptable. Maybe? But that looks like it's going to say central. Why isn't it happy with that? Some of the... Does any combination of two work? At what point does it decide something's invalid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your sixth thing that's wrong is where they get mad. But diagonals get instantly mad? Sometimes? But then that one didn't. That's really mocking me. Oh, maybe we've got to do it in order. We'll go Calico first. Cal. Nope. Nope. Let's see. C. Nope. Oh! Silverado. I feel pretty good about writing this down. Like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's an extremely obvious piece of puzzle design. Okay, now is this going to make more sense? So... Dodge City. That's around here, isn't it? Virginia City. That way. Tombstone. Oh, those are my 8 letters. And it's playing a sweet tune.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All that's left is a jumble of letters.
Right, we'll get to check anything off, most importantly.
Can't check that
Oh, no.
off yet. Haven't done that yet. I'm done
Okay.
with that.
That's nice, it confirms that I have sent an appropriate picture. Weird tool, tee-hee. Can I take that off because I've
Check.
handed the job over? Yep. Read
Check.
that. Okay, but didn't get a thing to check for this. What a pisser.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Which thing is a projector? Oh, that shit over there, maybe? Okay. N. What order are these in? No, they're not. V. L. Wait, is it definitely an L? No, it's a little R. Much better. Z. Oh, I said Z because I'm role-playing this American. But I don't think that's necessary. B. And a couple of A's. Oh! Well now. Maybe this is the projector? This looks like a map.
Jake's mind must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Cool. Okay, so it's not joining the cities. That's just got me the map at all. First, you will need a map to obtain it. Blah 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 blah. To locate, I will need the projector. Placing some stones. Okay, separate puzzle. I can come back to later. Come on, let me check something off your shit.
Finish that.
Right, let's call him again. Maybe I need to have left the room to make the time pass.
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command. But hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chateauyantes. Chaussettetes. Chatoyantes. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chateauyantes. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
I've already written that down. I'm pretty sure Nancy will write it in her own diary. Okay. So do I have to give us a clue to the order to move them in, or if it's just some other thing? It's good to know though, isn't it?
I better go.
We'll be right here.
Oh, as if I can't search this. I can search this, it's fine. Searching the shit out of this. More weight, good. Oh, they're all just one big drawer, I think. Oh no, they're not. They're really not. Oh no, that's two sides, yeah, despite my heartfelt apologies. What was it? Okay, so I guess there'll be other bits. You really should pick this one up, Nancy. It's not like you're above thieving. I think we'll look through the rest of these drawers and probably call it for the night. Oh, secret bottom?
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp.
Ah, here it goes!
Those are all gemstones, I think.
Oh, okay, so maybe now I'm allowed to pick up the gemstones. Okay, I've grabbed that. Good, don't need to come back for it. She's very inconsistent with what she bothers stealing.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Silver is orange. Can I keep this? No, I'm going to take a photo of that. Oh, AG. It's the code for that box, isn't it? Where it's got the gems that are probably those colours. So that's the order to press them in. Perfect. And I think that's all of them. Did this one grab the thing? Yeah, so then silver, false bottom where I got the blueprints, and that bottom with a bit of note. Okay, this has been, I would say, a surprisingly productive session after I went in worried that I was going to try and play it like GoldenEye and that I didn't know how to play puzzle games and I couldn't remember what I was doing in this. I think that's been some pretty good exploring. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next week, hopefully. Good night.